sounded more like a.
Oh, I don't think that was me.
Must have been somebody shuffling
Yeah.
for the neighbor or something. Well, he was coming down right as I was about to start this, but he's going downstairs for a moment. He's in the shower. So the dog barks. For some reason, he barks when we go into the basement. I noticed, I think, during the day too. This. I feel like I haven't really live streamed very much today, and I kind of haven't. So I thought I'd. My health has been doing some things today which have been distracting a little bit, but I just wanted to do a quick one. And I know I don't look like a medical professional, but I am someone who has these health issues, and I found something really helpful online, and so I wanted to pretty much talk about it. It's interesting how they say that the things, like, with this particular condition mentioned in the title there, um, um, vitamin B12 can be good. I didn't like the idea of that it sounded um, like a um, medication, uh, but or a vitamin feels like a medication. So apparently, eating fish and dairy product, welcome, can be helpful, and eggs. Um, and so I thought, well, the one that jumps out first and foremost to me is the dairy products part. And I thought, I do milk, mostly in coffee, it's true, or, you know, like in sauces or baked goods. Um, I was kind of getting into yogurt for a little while, but it's not really. Also, yeah, probably sitting with one leg on top of the other, like it isn't great either. But cheese, quite a bit. And the B12 in dairy may be more easily absorbed than that from other sources, it says. But what's playing? I don't know. Something just started playing on my computer here. I feel like I'm just trying to think of the ones I was most recently in. Uh, but yeah, so do you or anybody that you know? Okay, I already stopped. So back to this we go. Well, we have 7 people here now. We went from 2 to 7 in a pretty quick time frame. So people clicking this may be relating to the topic. Um, and I can't stay super long to chat, but I can chat for a little bit perhaps. I hope that you will like as well. But yeah, basically, there's 3 over here. There was something really interesting I learned after seeing this list, though, and I want to make sure I mention that too. It's interesting that certain things, I mean, everybody's different, but so I'm kind of holding this here and again over there, and the flame is flickering at my eyes too, so it might be better to have it here. But yeah, basically, and then also everyone left. That's weird. And then one came back, or someone else here. Anyway, basically, it's interesting that think that some of them couldn't be absorbed. And then it says, particularly egg yolks. We shouldn't waste them. People that do want to eat them are doing stupid things with eggs, but have high levels of readily absorbable B12. But then it says here, it's really nice. It includes, and I just typed in food good for vitamin B12, neuropathy, and anemia. For a moment, there's a zero note. It says one again. Anyway, and they even include plant-based fortified options, um, including apparently, surprisingly, of course, not the sugar-based cereals, but cereal have B12 added. Um, but under important considerations, uh, um, one thing that it says is anemia and neuropathy, nerve damage, can be serious conditions. Dietary changes alone may not be enough, especially if nerve damage has already occurred. And sometimes stuff like this, may be kind of very slow and gradual, and you might not even know that you've been struggling with it and then it becomes more obvious. Um, uh, and then you can get supplements or injections. um, some individuals, particularly older adults or those with conditions like pernicious anemia, celiac disease, or Crohn's, cannot properly absorb B12 from food, even with adequate intake. So I was just, about to make a call to my coverage plan tomorrow and say, because it's for health reasons, I mean, it always is, but specific conditions, would it be covered? Because it said, best check with your provider instead of your doctor. But it looks like I really should look into that because the diet changes that I'm willing to make, things I already like that I might just have more of, which I already have lots of, or, the occasional other things. I mean, there's a possibility, and I'll explore this a little bit perhaps, but there's a possibility that, and I don't think they're saying this just to try and sell the vitamins, but that vitamins might be what we have to have. Um, Supplements would be necessary. Folate, folic acid, B12, and folate work together in red blood cell formation. Good sources of folate include green vegetables, and then they specify spinach, broccoli, and peas, as if we don't know what a green vegetable is, and chickpeas. Okay, so yeah, yes, with carbs, I already do a lot of cheese though. Um, Yogurt, like I say, I could do more of. Um, but being picky and on the autism spectrum, that might be the best I can do. Maybe I was thinking I should start eating a handful of Cheerios, darling. um, I think you realized I was podcasting. Coming back down and play piano soon? Of course, we got 3 of you here now. That was a really been jumping around a lot. But yeah, so I just thought that was very interesting. Like I thought that, like I started to learn that B12 could be very helpful with these conditions, but I didn't, it was interesting to learn a little bit more about how it kind of is in foods, and then, like I say, also how sometimes that's even not enough. So I thought that was probably pretty useful information for a lot of people, including myself. So there you have it. Uh, Tomorrow I will probably roll at some point. If you'd like to submit some song requests ahead of time, feel free to do that in the comments. Sorry, he's making distracting noises now, so I'm going to wrap up because you'll be wondering what that is. But yeah, other than that, and we got to wrap up the night soon anyway. But yeah, music and anything else we might want to talk about. Okay, I know there's someone who, and if anybody has been commenting, if it comes back to this, to see if I did get to their comments or whatever, I'm only seeing one and it's eyeballs and a funny symbol, and seems a little bit like control. Okay, I was telling you to wait till I wrapped up, eh? I just have to take care of. Okay. Um, Although it's very interesting because I have to watch peripheral neuropathy. I'm going to be learning more about those conditions too later. Okay, so wrapping her up. Still says there's one person here, but that must have been someone else. Anyway, Miss Shravada.
Is that my cue to start podcasting just as soon as you stop?
Sorry?
I wasn't aware that you're podcasting.
Just a very quick kind of